Hello, dinosaurs. It's me. So before you watch this video, please, please watch the video before this. The one about the book. I was just talking about it. I said the title, the author, read the back, and I read a preface and everything, and I think it sounds really interesting, and I asked you guys to do something before you watch this, even though I said at the end, because I thought it then. So please just go back if you haven't watched yet. If you have, please watch. Alright, so again, this is Dark Song by Gail. In the background, I got the music to work. This song is called Yoho by Blood on the Dance Floor. I'm on Pandora, so I probably won't know the rest of the song because I'm done. Again, I'm still with my cat. If you can see my cat. There's my cat. He's on my paper. Let's start. I'll leave it if you list the reading. Okay. So this is the thing before we start reading. Like that. It's legit how you see it. It's not backwards or anything. It looks exactly like this. I found it really cool. Okay. Chapter 1, Before. Okay. Sorry. Christmas is... why am I messing up right away? I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, Christmas was near, and Boulder looked like a fairy tale. Seriously. Tons of snow, twinkling lights strung through a screen downtown, and along all the roof lines. Somehow, you expect Cinderella rather than Santa, because it had such a delicate touch. Our house was a fairy tale, too. 10-foot tree in our living room that soared 2 stories. The miniature white lights laced the thick branches like bits of snow caught by the sun, and every ornament was a work of art, placed just so. My mom wouldn't have it any other way. The shiny top of the grand piano reflected the light and put out a glow, and the array of expensive wrapped presents was a show all of its own. The walls seemed the color of rich butter whipped cream, and the chandelier was covered with a silk shade. Something Mom, interior designer, insisted wasn't enough. So after I read that part when I was in the library, listen to me. Rich people. And I just glared at the freaking book. And then she just came over and went, "What's wrong? Why are you glaring at the book?" Rich people. Because I'm sorry, I met a few rich people before. The ones I met were freaking snobby. I just want to punch you in the face. So right now it's looking hot, dangerous, Blood on the Dance Floor. Okay. Let's continue. Sorry about my bad reading. I gave Mom a hard time about her obsession with decorating the house, but I have to admit it. It was warm and charming and felt like home base. What Mom lacked in warmth, she tried to make up for with our snug nest and by doing Mom-type things for us. Folding table napkins into swans, crafting flower ornaments, that kind of thing. Today, Mom was teaching us to make ratatouille. Ratatouille! This was me, I was just like, ratatouille. Ratatouille. I was really special. Okay, Chrissy had sorted the veggies and was tweaking her despair to color while Mom and I chopped and diced, making sure the vegetable pieces were all the same size. And Dad plowed into the kitchen and spread both arms wide. Stop what you're doing and go past. Heavy winter wear and bathing suits. No further clues provided, Dad said. He arched an eyebrow and wiggled it. Our plane leaves at midnight. I can't do it. Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to do it for you guys. He put Mom and me to the side, pushing all the chopped vegetables into a plastic container. I'm totally serious. We'll be back in 3 days. You can finish this. He had the chopped eggplant as he snapped on the lid. When we get back. He snuggled his chin into the curve of Mom's neck. When he pulled back, he surveyed our son's faces. Nobody's moving. Go, go, go! One carry-on bag, jeans, boots, sweaters, long underwear, and what's that? Flannel PJs, wear the heavy coat, pack the bathing suit. He talked to him. Shoo! We shoot. We shoot. Yeah. After flying from up to 10 hours, we landed in Seattle, then entered Alaska, then Fairbanks, then to a toy plane, and a runway made of packed snow in Circle, Alaska. Some man rented us what I think was his own 4Runner, and we drove to a hotel and a string of cabins in the middle of the big white nowhere. Circle Hot Springs. It was daytime by the clock, but dark to the eyeballs. Off to the right of the hotel was a spooky-looking glow and lots of fog. This is your Christmas present, Dad said. It's -30, and we swim in hot springs, and everything is right for the Aurora. Can you imagine? We clapped. We didn't have to imagine. Dad did that for us. He was our moon and stars, and I guess Mom was our gravity, but right now she was floating a little too. We checked into a cabin. The hotel is upscale, but it's booked because of the Aurora. Dad glanced at Mom. Be prepared. The cabins are described as rustic. Mom put her hand on her forehead. Randall. I know, Dad said. They translate as primitive. Roach Hotel. Mom was a hotel snob. The hotel restaurant is first class. We flung open the doors. As if the cold wasn't frosting our breath, we wouldn't have set a toe in that place. Stains on the carpet, sagging mattresses, mismatched furniture that was past due for the dumpster, or possibly came from the dumpster. It made summer camp look like Oz. In and everyone, so I can turn up the heat. Dad closed the door. I know the cloaker, the thing that turned this room from a disaster into a cartoon. The sound effect. I know it doesn't sound interesting right now. Like in the first few pages, I'm like, really, did I grab this book for nothing? But then once I got a little bit further, it got a little bit more interesting. when it gets to his friends and everything. Yeah. And I'm gonna read another page and see if I have enough time. So, let's continue. Net over the top of the door was roofing nailed with a slab of shaggy carpet to keep out the draft. Mom looked at it. Her eyes got big. Then she started laughing, full and deep. I don't think I'd ever seen that sound from her. Ever heard that sound from her. It was so infectious that soon we were all laughing with her. Randall, she said, this is a perfect vacation. Mom tried to catch her breath. I always worry, what will go wrong? What can go wrong? At first I thought this is as bad as the places I've lived with my mother. Well, look around. This place is totally, she searched for the word, disaster-proof. Like what Garp called his house. The disaster has been and gone. She was right. But the streets were clean. The sheets were clean. The beds were soft and thick. It was only about 2 hours of light, and those were sunrise followed by sunset, both spectacular in the extreme. The stars were molted instantly in the dark sky and felt close enough to grab. The hot springs were another form of magic, covered with a misty fog from the natural heat hitting the cold air. In the frigid weather, my bathing suit had to be buried under my parka and jeans, but I managed to hit the water in record time. Soon the rest of the floors were bobbing up to me, Chrissy with her floaties. The heavenly spa-hot water was misty gray like the fog around us. We were surrounded above and below, floating in warm cocoons of the now. No future in sight. Everyone under, Dad shouted. We all ducked under the water, then bobbed back up within seconds, our hair frosted, lighting us with a halo of sweat. We looked like those monkeys, Chrissy shrieked. She'd seen a poster of Japanese monkeys in the mountain hot springs. Their roof tips, ruffles tipped with ice. Dad made monkey hoots and splashed Chrissy, but I pushed away. Stop, I urged. Stop and look up. And there it was, green and red and white, undulating across the sky, the stars blinking in and out as the colors dipped and then rose and swirled. We pulled together, floating in our cocoon of mist and warmth, watching colors as we never seen it, pure, flowing, rippling. It was a thing of wonder. It lasted about 20 minutes, and we didn't say a single word. As the colors faded and drifted away, Chrissy waved a goodbye. It's a nighttime rainbow, so it's good luck, right? Maybe so, Chrissy, Dad said. I hope so. I want to remember this forever, I said. But memories don't always reveal the hypocrite. And some memories lie. That was chapter 1. That was really long for me to read. Well, I hope you guys like it. If you do, please like, favorite, subscribe. Should be a little dinosaur, some dinosaurs. You think we're extinct, but we are not. I like penguins. Dinosaurs are cool to me. Cartoon penguins. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm running out of time. So, as my dinosaur, last